Hi y'all, today we are talking houseplants. I don't have many, but the few I have I love, and I've had them probably for a couple of years. And so we're going to start with this aloe vera plant. This is the mother plant to all the other aloe vera plants you will see. This has sentimental value to me. My sister gave it to me probably maybe a year before she passed. So I do everything I can to keep this little aloe vera alive. Like I said, it has grown many little pulps or baby aloe vera on the sides, and I just kind of pluck them out and repot them as they grow. Okay, and so this plant is a bay laurel plant, and it is most known for bay leaves that you use in cooking. And I have actually plucked some of these leaves and use it like in my green beans or whatnot. You can use it for soups. I bought this and it had maybe 2 leaves on it, and it's about a year old now. They grow pretty big in some zones, but I'm in zone 7A, and I don't think I can actually leave it outside. It does go outside during the summer months, but during the winter I bring it back in. So that is my little bay laurel, and I up potted it when I bought it in last fall, and it has grown a lot since then. So as it gets bigger, I will just continue to up pot it, but probably just bring it back in the house during the winter months. Okay, so remember the mother plant that I talked about earlier? This is a lot of its offspring. Now, it's only the one big one that came from the mother plant, and since then, since I've repotted it, it has grown a lot of other little baby plants. So I will probably at some point repot those too, but right now it's around my tub surround in my bathroom and it's doing amazing. So I'm going to just leave it alone. This is another aloe vera plant that came from the mother plant that I showed you earlier. And you can see the biggest one, that's the one that came from the mother plant. And it is also starting to shoot little baby plants along its side, or pulps. They're called pups, but I call them baby plants because they're little babies. Okay, so that's, again, is derivative from the mother plant, and it is also doing very well. It's on the other side of my bathtub surround, and I plan on leaving it here because again they seem to love this spot, and so I'm going to let them love it in all its glory. Okay, this is my white orchid plant, and I got it as a gift almost a year ago, maybe. It's definitely not a year old. It bloomed and died back, and so I have that new leaf that's coming out in the center, and I'm just giving it, it's just giving me hope that it may rebloom for me. And so with this, it's also in my bathroom, and it seems to love it in this one spot. I've tried it in a couple of spots around the house, but it definitely seems to love it in the bathroom, so that's where we're going to leave it. I water this different than I water any of my other houseplants. I literally just fill it up in the planter that it's in, fill it with water, and let it sit for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then I pour all the water out and then just let it dry back out. I only water my houseplants around the 1st and the 15th of the month. In this little corner in my living room, I have 4 house plants that get direct light from the front door. So every day I open my front door, and it seems to get the perfect amount of faded sunshine that these plants need. So here we have a snake plant, and I have had it for maybe about 3 years. And when I first got it, it had just this one long stem right here. That was it. So the rest of this has filled in within 3 years. Okay, and here we have a Dracaena plant. I don't know like what type of Dracaena it is. If anyone knows, please put it in the comment section. But I love this plant. I've had it Oh, for a couple of years, probably maybe like 4 years. And each time I try to up pot it, it dies on me. But we are going to try to up pot it again later in the video. So we'll see how it goes. These are the most recent pups or baby aloe vera plants that I pulled from the mother plant that I showed you earlier. They are doing great. I did repot some of them. I lost 2 of the baby plants because I repotted them too deep. And you can see even right here, I repotted this one too deep also. And what happens is they just die off because I'm not sure why, but definitely don't repot your aloe vera plants too deep. They will die. Telling you from experience. Don't do it. And here, this is one of my very favorite planters. I love it. It's a little turtle. Anyone that knows me knows I have a thing for turtles. And in here is some type of succulent. I have had this for maybe a year and it has struggled for a year. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I've tried leaving it alone, it dies back. I've tried giving it more water, it dies back. This is as big as it's gotten in a year. So if anyone can give me any help or advice on what I should be doing to this little baby plant, I would greatly appreciate it, because I love it. It's really pretty. Sometimes it turns purple on me, sometimes it stays just that silvery color. So I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong, but you can help. Please help me. Okay, so here in front of my living room window, we have 2 more Dracaena plants. And again, I don't know what kind of Dracaena they are, but I love these. I've had these for several years. And today we're going to try to up pot them and see if they won't get taller for me. They've been in these little Dollar Tree planters for at least 4 years, 4 to 5 years. So I'm anxious to see, you know, what damage I've done to the roots or whatnot, but they're thriving and they look very good. So we're gonna upplant those next and we'll see how they do. Okay, so now we're gonna repot our Dracaena into a bigger container that I just added some decorative, it's a waste basket that I got from the Dollar Tree, remember, and I just added the decorative trim around the top. And so we are going to put this baby in this much bigger pot and see how well she does. So let's just move this out of the way. Let's see here. I'm gonna add, remember we have our drainage hose on the bottom. So I'm going to add soil and dump these in here. Now make sure you're keeping your eggshells for your garden. Alright, use this to dump soil. I'm going to put a layer of soil. I have no idea what those roots look like. I haven't repotted it in a couple of years. So I'm sure they are well ready for a bigger container. So I'm going to fill the top of fill the bottom of my new container. I'm going to set this right in here because I still, oh yeah, that's perfect. I'm going to do just a little bit more, just a little bit. More soil. Alright. Let's see here. Let's retest that. Perfect. Okay, y'all, here we go. I'm a little nervous because I have no idea what these roots look like.